Okay, we're now going to start the process of the work sharing. So I'm working off this handout, L work sharing, and I have the process here. Everybody's going to set your name in Revit. That's the first thing. I sometimes forget to tell everybody to do this. So if we go in here to Revit, everybody has Revit open. Go ahead and close whatever file you have open, but leave Revit open. So you'll be at the startup screen here. And then go into the application menu, the purple R, and go down to options in the lower right corner. In AutoCAD, it was always tools options in the menu. I don't know where it is in the ribbons because I don't use AutoCAD enough now. Options. And on this first screen, there is where you get to tell Revit how often you want to save. And I notice it has a second one that says synchronize with central reminder. So normally I keep those the same, but really you don't need to save locally as often as you do synchronizing. So if you want to set the save reminder to 1 hour, you can, but when you're not work sharing, the only one of these that matters is the first one. When you're work sharing, then they both matter, but the second one is more important. Now here's my name. So somebody else has been working on this machine other than me. So I'm going to go ahead and R. Roberts. Then what must have happened is when they cloned the machines the last time, Robert must have been the last person to use it. It's interesting. He probably worked, that's the machine they normally set up for me to configure. So go ahead and type your name if you want to do first name, last initial, or just first name. I'm just going to say Hayden. And that's important because now everybody's going to know who you are when you start working. And then, so on this side, we're going to have the four of you be in a group. And the decision now is for you to decide who's going to be the person to set things up. Because only one of you can do the setup. I saw Richie take a step back there.
Go ahead, you got it. You got it.
And then on this side, there's three of you, so you get to pick who gets to set it up. Gary's kind of sitting in the middle.
No, it's okay. I'm behind you, please.
Okay. And then I'm going to do it with you. So who do we have? Elizabeth?
We're almost down there. It's okay.
And what we're going to do is when that first person is setting it up, everybody else can kind of get behind them. Because not everybody's going to do these first few steps, just the two group leaders, and then I'll do the same thing like I'm my own group leader here. And then there's one more thing I want to have everybody check before you leave your computer. Go back into Application Menu Options and go to File Locations, the tab on the far right. There's a default path for user files. And right now it's going to student data. This gets a little messy because that's where Revit is going to put your local file. And that's the top level of S, which is not a good place. So everybody open that up. Again, it's Application Menu Options, File Locations. Everybody with me? Okay, now hit the default path for user files. Hit the Browse button to the right of that middle one there. The middle Browse button. And then let's go ahead and go to our class folder. Architecture, and then ARC 124H Smith, and then student files. And I'm going to make a Smith, well, there's my Smith Hayden. So just click on your folder, and then hit the open button here. And so that should plug the name of your folder, the whole path in there. And then go ahead and say OK. Because the way Revit works in 2011 now is it automatically creates your local file. It takes the central file, it puts your name on the end of it, and it puts it in that folder automatically. It used to be you had to do a save as. You had to add your name somewhere in there, which was not always consistent between people, and then you had to navigate to wherever you wanted to put it. Now it's smart enough to do that for you. Okay, so now everybody's done that. So you got your name and you got that path. Now go ahead and go over. Okay.
I'm browsing. I got my browse folder and my name. Now how the hell do I put it here? How do I get it there?
Just hit the open button.
There. When you drag it, open. Right. Open. Yeah. Well,